Today, I'm gonna share with you my favorite daily task that I get to do. I have, for the last 4 years, purchased the Penny Planner book. I enjoy it immensely. Oh, you can see I got it kind of dirty on the back, but what's nice is it's okay if I have it a little dirty on the back. You can see that it on the front has both the plastic coating, so that in your daily life, when and if it gets a little messy, that's okay because you have a cover on it. I usually stick my little handy dandy pin in the side of the spiral, so I always have a pin with me. I use this planner every year. You can see the size of it. It's pretty nice. I like using the large style. You can choose between the top cover and kind of what you want is in a decor or maybe a setting. I've always gotten the inspirational ones, and that to me is always something that I've enjoyed. But you can pick amongst many. And even though we are a very techy world, I use Alexa a lot, and I said her name. And I have her remind me or tell me it's time to water the plants. You have a 2 days before your company comes, so you need to get those sheets washed. Or, hey, it's been 3 weeks since you washed your own bed sheets. Or don't forget to do the laundry. That kind of a reminding is really nice, and I have Alexa do that for me quite often. But what's nice is I like to use that checklist. And so even after I do it, sometimes I will just check mark the fact that I have already done it. And you can't do that with Alexa. And you can't be, yep, in my mind, I wrote down what I needed to do. And if I write something down, for some reason, the way my brain works is I remember things better if I write things down. And then that accomplishment at the end of me being able to say, check mark, I did that. And that at the end of the day or the end of the week or the end of the month, knowing that I check marked that and I did it is a great accomplishment for me and a energy booster sometimes, or maybe even a mental booster on that for me. But that's what's nice about this book for me that I enjoy, is the fact that I have that little check mark that I can say, yep, I did that on that day. Or even the weekly or daily parts, I can just put on there, yep, check mark. I need to do this, this, and this, and this today. And I can come back and I can check mark that I did that. Or I can take a good gander over the whole month and say, okay, this is this week and that's this week, and here's what I need to do there. You can't do that when you're using Alexa and all the electronical things. I like to see it planned out, big, right in my face, on the written page all together of things laid out. And that's why I still continue to use this planner. And my new one just showed up, so I'm prepared and I'm ready for starting to get that new month all planned out and set in stone. Of course, it's erasable. You can always change things. It's all ready to go, so that I can start planning things for the new year and mapping things out. This is the new one. And this year, it came with some extra goodies. Now, it always comes with a really nice little personal note. And this year, it came with a little template. It has the same little page divider, but it's a little different this year. It says, make today matter. The last 2 years, it's been the same of Hello Beautiful. I might keep this one also and put it in my book for the daily week or the weekly, and do this at the monthly. That's kind of nice. And then it came with some more beautiful stickers. More positivity. Has some personal goals. The payment schedule and the monthly checklist of your own tasks that you can put in there. A new added page for the year. Nice weekly check. Christmas checklist. What I like is that it gives it like weekly. Hey, don't forget to do this. This is what you need to do at the beginning. You know, do your planning. Don't forget to do these things. Here's when to start shopping. Here's when you need to do this. It just really organizes everything, and it has it all laid out. Some of the things I enjoy doing is personalizing it just a little bit more. This is the month of November, as you can tell, because there's Thanksgiving, and I, with colored pencils, or I put stickers on. It comes with some stickers in the back that you can utilize yourself, but I like to kind of give it a little extra personality by doing the little stickers that I use. To the daily that they have up here, this is the kind of things that they have in there. They also have the weekly. So at the beginning of your month, at the beginning of the week is when you make out your menu plan. It's when you write your or you go grocery shopping at the beginning of the week, or you clean out your purse. Those are the fun little things that it's like, oh, I don't think of cleaning out my purse very often. Now, do I follow each one of these all the time? No, but it is a reminder that, oh, maybe, yeah, it is time to clean out the fridge. So I'm gonna have to make time for that through the rest of the week or through the rest of the month. But some of the things that they have you do is just some nice everyday upkeep or once in a while upkeep. And then at the end of the day, it gives you a reading to read, which is nice. And a lot of times, once again, I will use Alexa for that. And I tell her what I want her to read, and then she reads that to me. And if I don't quite understand the parable that it gave as a reading, I will ask her to expand on it or to explain it, and she does a really good job on telling me what that parable means and what that reading means. And it's kind of helpful and nice just to get just a little bit sometimes is what we need in our day, of a little reflection on God's word. And that kind of gives you a reminder that that's what you want to do, what you should do, and it's an easy way to accomplish that in our busy schedules. And some of the things in the daily list or the monthly list that it had for like last year, I remember, I don't know if it has it on this new one, but it was really nice. It would lay out and plan out like what you need to do for preparing. Here's the week you want to start washing all the bedding so that when you have that new guest come for the holidays, it's ready and you didn't go, oh my gosh, tomorrow they're coming, but you had that all prepared and thought out ahead of time because this little planner gave you the idea of, oh yeah, I got to remember to do that. But it goes through all those little steps, and it's really a handy little reminder. And if you don't even want to checklist it or need to do it, it's still kind of nice to have, you know, those little things in there of thinking of what's coming up. There's the company is coming checklist is what they have this year. They have a couple of pages. So like they'll divide it out in 1 week ahead, 2 days ahead, 3 and 1 day ahead, so forth, that kind of stuff. And think about the little things is what, you know, make sure you wipe down the front of the oven and the front of the fridge, those little extra things. One that I would put on here is on the day of, I would be lighting my candles. Those are things that I always like put on the little extras. I would make sure the candles are lit before they come. And if you have time, it's just a nice extra little list of everything. Oh, and then they also had, a company is coming, this one over here was a vacation list. They have a couple of vacation lists. Once again, plan ahead the day of, 1 week ahead. Things you might need to make sure in clothing or your carry-ons or your toiletries, and just that nice little checklist that sometimes we all need. It also at the very, oh, here's our financial things that they might have. Usually in the back, they have the notes page. And in the back, here's next year's laid out things. They have this nice little folder to put things in. I usually put my little stickers in there. In between the beginning of every month, it has a new little saying. So on the back of this, it will have the new saying to think of and keep in sight for that month. Sometimes if you go back and need to read it, you can read it daily. The budgeting, I usually stick this kind of thing in that back pocket. It's a nice heavy duty. I like the size of it. It's easy to read, easy to write in. A little getting started. Explanations on how to utilize the book. Helpful hints. It's an all-around household. Use the parts that seem helpful to you and pass through those that you don't feel apply to you, or if it's something that doesn't work for you to do. I sometimes will do sporadic, like in some months I will be writing every day. I need to checklist everything, and then other months I don't even look in the calendar. I don't even look in the calendar depending on what's going on in that month. It's either like a really busy month or just a month that, you know, nothing too big is going on, so I just kind of take a break for it. But that is the Penny Saver yearly calendar. I have gotten this for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've even gifted it off to some friends.